Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Moxie Infernape, and this is my battle for week 10 of season 6 of the Major Pokemon League. This week I'm playing MysticUmbreon, coach of the Anistar Umbreons. So last week with Mystic losing, that did clinch me a playoff spot, so that is pretty clutch and pretty awesome. So even though I did not win last week versus Rogue, thanks Crit, I am still actually locked in the playoffs, which is awesome. I'm 6-3 going into this game. Mystic's 4-5. Mystic, I think, still does have a slim chance of making playoffs going into this game. Nick's 5-4. Nick has a pretty good differential. Mystic's differential isn't very good, but if Mystic wins like 5-0 and then Nick loses 6-0, or Mystic wins 6-0 and Nick loses 5-0, then Mystic would be in. But that's pretty unlikely for them both to have such a big differential. And then also that means Mystic has to win and Nick has to lose, which theoretically there's each a 50% chance. But it's not super likely that Mystic makes the playoffs, but still possible. I could get either the 2, 3, or 4 seed. That depends on how this game goes. Rogue is definitely above me, so I cannot get the 1 seed anymore, sadly. But that's okay. I'm not going to do like an official team builder for this week just because it's the last week, and I don't really need to. I mean, I'm probably not going to play Mystic in playoffs, so like I'm not like hiding information because of that. But I just don't really need to, and I mean, I'll do more thorough team builders in playoffs. So if you like those, then you'll see more of those there. So my team, I'll just briefly go over it. What's the same roster? Let me actually read off the rest of Mystic's rosters. Mystic has these 6 here. It's a Mega Alakazam, by the way. And then his other 4 mons are Venusaur, Entei, which did not bring, Silvally, and Chansey. So yeah, these 6 plus those 4 I just said, but those 4 aren't here, so you don't really need to know those. So my team, I'm just going to briefly go over it. We got Scarf Lucario here. The plan of this team is basically get Luke as many kills as possible. Right now, Lucario has 21 kills and is at the top of the MVP list. And Rogue has Zygarde, which has 20 kills, so right on my tail. So I want Lucario to get as many kills as possible. And if Lucario gets 6 kills this game, that puts me at 27 kills, which breaks Azumarill's record it set in Season 1 of 26 kills in one season. And that was in a 16-game season. So if I can win, or if I can beat that record and get Lucario above that in a 10-game season, that would be pretty impressive. Unlikely that I get all 6 kills this week with Luke, but possible if I work hard enough and play around that. To move that, just dual stab, EQ, E-speed. Then we got Scarf Mienshao, so dual Scarfers there, U-turn, P-jab, HJK, and knockoff. I have regen on that set just to allow me to pivot and stuff and gives me some health. We got Empoleon, this is a Assault Vest, take hits from stuff like Lele and Zam. Flash Cannon, Knockoff Scald, Hinpatter Grass, that's for Rotom. I considered Ice Beam for the Hacktress, but I wasn't super concerned about Hacktress because I do with Scarf, Mienshao to speed of +1, and then Lucario has E-speed, so I feel like I have some ways around Hacktress if it does set up in Empoleon's face. Next we got Megalodios with Shadow Ball, HP Fighting, Psychic, and Tailwind. Just a fast offensive set. It does have a little bit of bulk, but that's just because it's not max speed. Then we got a Passion Berry Stunfisk with Stealth Rock, Endeavor, Toxic, and Discharge. It's a really nice set. Can be a bit of a lure for the Rotom, and we can that thing down to help my Lucario clean up late game. And then last but not least, we have Tapu with the eject button, which is pretty cool. Just allows me to pivot in some things and could allow me a chance to like pivot off of a Rotom Wash's Volt Switch. Like instead of him pivoting out, then I get a switch out with Feeny. So that's pretty cool. The moveset is Moonblast, Gravity, Surf, and Taunt. Gravity is mainly so that I can bring the Rotom down on the ground, and then my Lucario can spam Earthquake, which is really nice versus the team he brought, and really nice versus his roster as a whole. That's why I wanted to just be able to spam that, because his only mon in the air Axum, his entire roster is Rotom Wash. Or I guess Silvally Flying. I guess that's a thing too, but he didn't bring Silvally, so I'm fine with that. And yeah, basically, this team just to try to set up my Luke to be in spot to win. I wanted to bring like Swords Dance and Pass from something like Y-Score, or maybe Swallow, or like Mienshao gets both those, or even like Umbreon gets Curse or Work Up and gets B-Pass, but I didn't love those options. Yeah, this is my team, so I think I just lead. I lead with Stunfisk, it's pretty safe lead. He leads with Rotom. Turn 1, I think I just start off a Toxic, just to try to get off some damage, just to help me weaken this thing down. So turn 2, so he's not offensive. I was invested to be able to live 2 Hydros from a non-offensive Rotom, so I can definitely live the next Hydro. So here, like in general, this is a good play, and I think still was, in terms of trying to win, was my best play, but didn't necessarily help me in terms of trying to get all 6 kills with my Luke. But I do go for the Endeavor here, so if he does Hydra, which he does, then I'm really low. Endeavor puts him really low, and he does have the lefty, so he's going to get back a little bit of health, and Doctor doesn't quite kill him. But he's going to go for another Hydra. It does land, which kind of blows. I just went for Rocks that turn, and the Poison's going to keep racking up, so he does die to the Poison that turn. So Luke does not get all 6 kills, but I can still at least tie as a record and still get as many kills as possible to try to put Luke above Rogue's Zygarde. So he brings in Garbodor. I bring in Empoleon because I thought he might bring in... Well, I thought he'd bring in either like this or like Lele maybe. So I felt like this was still a safe play versus pretty much everything. So here, I don't want to take a Drain Punch or any fighting moves. So I just go right and do Latios predicting that, or maybe like a Spike or something. So I'm just going to go right into Latios. And then here, I wasn't sure if he'd go into this Lele or Zam on a pretty obvious Psychic. So I went for Shadow Ball thinking, where's it? Out of the 3 potential switch-ins, there's like a 2/3 chance that Shadow Ball is good versus those, and only a 1/3 chance that Hidden Power Fighting is my better play. Turns out he goes into T-Tar on my Shadow Ball, so I don't do much. I get a crit, that's kind of funny, that still does nothing, so doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go right into Feeny. As he does Earthquake, I guess predicting my Lucario coming, so kind of bold move. Maybe Empoleon too, it's also fair play. But I guess he just didn't want my Luke to come in for free. So here, so I bring in Luke here, so here's something, alright, so fighting move's pretty obvious, this is a dead T-Tar. So, or he doesn't want it to be a dead T-Tar, so I'm thinking he's likely switch-ins are either Garbodor, which can take the close combat pretty comfortably, Zam, which can take any close combat, like anyone fighting it from Luke, and then, or the Lele, which can also take that pretty comfortably. So, I'm thinking Meteor Mash is a great play versus all those, so I'm going to click Meteor Mash. But what do you know, he stays in and lives, not by much, but does live. Then Earthquake knocks me out. It was not even like a roll at all. I think he's guaranteed to live, and even then, I can't really complain about that because I also got the crit last turn, which doesn't matter because I don't think it came into play at all. But that's pretty unfortunate for me, and it really sucks because I talked to him after the game, and apparently he stayed in because he thought he could live a close combat. So that makes me feel kind of bad. That I feel bad for Lucario because it should have been at least got the kill there, or at least like not die to Tyranitar, because like if he realized close combat kills T-Tar, then he probably goes in something else, in which case Meteor Mash was my best play, which is why I clicked it, and then Lucario could still be around. Like if I went into Garbodor, he might have been able to live too. I think he does live too, because he was actually a bulky Garbodor, but like then I can still weaken him down and put him in spot later to be 2KO'd, so that's kind of frustrating. And like I already got rid of his only ability to switch into a Meteor Mash, so Meteor Mash is really easy to spam, and like unless he's got Scarf Lele, Meteor Mash could just win kind of soon. So that kind of sucks how that played out, but it's Mons, and sometimes people get rewarded for bad plays, but it's okay. So I think I just bring in Manchow to get a free U-turn, because I either kill this or get momentum. Yeah, I get momentum, so we take those. I get a little bit chip, shows he's pretty defensive. I'm going to bring in Lottie. He still can't stay in. Like, even the last time I predicted the switch, he doesn't even gain that much from staying in, so I'm just going to click Shadow Ball, as it'll still, or no. I clicked Tailwind. I mean, thinking he might bring in this. I should just click Shadow Ball, though, because, like, I mean, I can 2KO this with Shadow Ball, and, like, I didn't want to Shadow Ball and have him bring in his Scarf Lele. If he's Scarf, then he can, I mean, switch and take the hit, and then outspeed me and crush me, so I didn't want that to happen. So I went for Tailwind, but, like, he can still live any one hit, so that was my best play. And also, I don't think my Empoleon even outspeeds this in a Tailwind, like, if he's not Scarf, so not my best play, but I definitely should just Shadow Ball this. He does sub, which is an interesting play, but I mean, I guess it makes sense if we thought it'd switch. So I'm just going to Flash Cannon, which does likely break his sub to +1. I think I click Knockoff here, just to try to get rid of that thing's left piece. It does go into T-Tar, and that Knockoff really killed. Oh, okay, I guess a crit earlier actually did kind of matter, that little like extra 5%, because Knockoff only did about like 8 to 10%, so I guess it mattered a little bit, but I mean, whatever. T-Tar should have been dead anyways from him staying in, but whatever. So here he's gonna bring in his Garbodor, as now I thought, you know what, last time I went to Lottie, he's gonna predict me to switch. I'm gonna stay in, and I get that call right, so that's pretty cool. So Scald is gonna do Chunk has a chance to burn, because we're in Psychic Terrain, not Misty Terrain, so maybe I get a burn. I don't, that's fine. I can't really complain about hacks. So here, now he's gonna go with that fighting move, right? Yeah, called it. Bam, prediction. So Latios takes that pretty comfortably. The Sand's chipping away, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. So here, I click Shadow Ball, I think. As I do, in comes the Lele, And earlier, like we saw the lefties, we saw him switch up moves, so we know he's not Scarf, so I can just freely click Shadow Ball again, as I think he opts to switch again, just going right back into Garbodor, choosing to sack that off instead of the Lele. Interesting play. I'm not sure why I switched in the Lele in the first place, because he thought I'd Psychic, but even then I think a Psychic plus Shadow Ball kills Lele on the switch, and like I've been predicting Garbodor to switch out the entire game, so I don't know, interesting play on his end, but I mean, now he can bring Zam in the train. I guess he twined the train up for Zam, maybe that was part of it. That might have been it, I guess, but he's not even clicking Psychic move. So yeah, I make a pretty risky play going into a Mienshao on a Mega Alakazam, because I have balls. But I'm figuring versus Latios, I clicking Shadow Ball or Psychic or maybe something else. Probably one of those two. To Latios, like I don't think he really has much of a reason to click Psychic. Like even if I'm gonna go in my kind of designate switch and being my Empoleon, like Psychic doesn't make too much sense. I mean he's in the train. If he has like Focus Blast, then that'll do more. So he might want to predict that. So Mienshao is kind of ballsy play. I mean I can still have Focus Blast too, and I also have the regen, so I can just here I click U-turn because nothing will Oko, but I'm gonna click U-turn to do a lot of damage. And regen puts him back at full once I bring this thing back in. So I'm going to Napoleon pretty safe switching. Such does a good chunk in the train, but now it's gone. He has the yeah, he has that. That's still the recover heal. Just kind of annoying, but I can still I click Flash Cannon at first because I wasn't sure if he'd switch. The knockoff does a little under half, but like eventually I'll crit, and he's really not gaining much health. So like eventually I can either crit or even stall him out of PP. So I think recover is 16 PP. So I think we get in this little game for a bit. You know what I could have done maybe instead is, instead of trying to kill this thing or kill the Lele once he maybe sacks that off, I think I should have gone into Mienshao, because he'd either sack this off, sack off Lele, or just keep clicking recover. So I could have found that chance to go into Mienshao, maybe even Feeny, because I can still win one hit with Feeny, because I don't want this. I should have thought a little more forward, and I shouldn't really want this thing in, as I'm killing him on, and he can bring in a Hacktress, and I don't have Ice Beam anymore, and if he's bulking off, then he can live 2 Flash Cannons, and he gets to +2, and then I don't have E-Speed on the card anymore, and then at +2, he should be able to outspeed my Scarf Mienshao. So I might just be able to lose, and then he should be able to knock on my other mons, so this definitely could be scary if, with this probably Dragon Dancing Hacktress here, so I'm just going to keep looking knockoff, because that'll do enough to the Zam, because it'll be able to, actually not quite pick off the Lele, because he does live on 1. Gets off some more damage, which does a lot. Gets a crit, it doesn't really matter, but I guess makes me slightly sad. So in comes the Hacktress, so now we're in that scenario that I just mentioned. So he's going to dance. I have Quick Flash Cannon, my most powerful move. Maybe I could have gone hard into Mienshao. That would have been a reasonable play, but then I don't even kill, or I don't think I jump kick Okos, because I'm regen, not Reckless, so I don't think it Okos. And also if he clicks Earthquake, if he used Life over Earthquake, I might have actually just dropped. I forget the roll. I forget, but like, if he was just Life over Earthquake, I might have just dropped with Mienshao there. And I kind of need Mienshao around to help me beat that Zam, so I didn't want to risk that. So maybe I could have just gone hard on that, knowing he has to Dragon Dance, but maybe he just clicks Earthquake. I mean, his best play probably is to Dragon Dance, but he definitely could have Earthquaked, so I don't know. I mean, Mienshao, now that I kind of think about it more, Mienshao, going into Mienshao there is probably my better play. But I'll just let it play out and just keep going with it. So here I'm gonna make some interesting plays. So we go into Poverty. So I mean I could Flash get him again, and then like he still lives, but he's still in range of Mienshao or from a Moonblast from Feeny, so I'm not really concerned. So my play here is I'm gonna get up the terrain, and then I go into Lottie to sack that off because that's just Earthquake. The more breakers are things that breaks that. So I want to get up the terrain because at +2 I can actually live a Dragon Claw even from Life Orb. Which is not Life Orb, we just saw it's not Life Orb. Now, I kind of forgot, Earthquake, like, will still do more than Dragon Claw in the Misty Terrain, so he could just go for that, which would kill me. So, if he's smart, he just clicks Earthquake. But I'm just gonna go for High Jump Kick. Maybe I even outspeed if he's not fast enough, but I hopefully either live or outspeed, as I actually do outspeed, get the High Jump Kick, and just plop him. So, we're looking great. So here, High Jump Kick had I think it's a pretty good chance to kill, but I'm not certain how bulky he was based on some damage from earlier. I'm not certain how high or low my rolls were. And I didn't want to miss that jump kick if he just clicked Psychic. And then my other 2 mons don't really have a way of beating this. And I didn't want to lose off a high jump kick miss. Or maybe mid-roll. I don't know. I forget what the rolls were. I might have been guaranteed to kill. I think it was guaranteed to kill no HP Alakazam, but he definitely had some bulk. at least some. So I wanted to play it as safe as possible, so I do actually switch, so I can bring this thing later to U-turn and do as much as possible. So bringing Napoleon to sack this off, that's where it gets a little bit boring. Not now, but so Psyshock knocks it out. And now I'm going to bring in Miancho, click U-turn. Since he's back to full, he does live, which is annoying. I'm gonna bring in Feeny to take the... No, he recovers, I guess. So here it gets kind of annoying, so I'm going to Moonblast and just spam Moonblast. That's my best play here, as he's going to spam Recover. I guess he's just being ignorant of like how much health he needs, because U-turn did... I think U-turn at the minimum does like 85-ish, and Moonblast, like, I'm just going to keep clicking Moonblast, and that's going to do the minimum like at least 35, looks like around 39 is the lowest roll I got here. So, like, if I just keep clicking Moonblast, he's not going to be any higher than like 61, 62%, so definitely in range of Manchester to pick him off with U-turn, and he's not going to be able to keep his at Moonblast. Even then, I still have Surf, which is pretty much just powerful. I mean, I guess it's slightly less powerful. Yeah, it's slightly less powerful, but still does enough to where a U-turn from Yancho definitely knocks it out. So, like, he just keep clicking Recover here. You'll see in the next few turns. But like, it's not gonna mean too much. I'm just gonna kind of skip these because it's kind of monotonous, I guess. It's the same kind of thing. Then he realizes he side shocks, and then I think he realizes eventually he can't really win. And he might recover again. He does. Yeah, I even said something in chat. He's still doing it. I mean, I guess he's trying to find a way out, but he does not win this exchange. And he Toxics, which is interesting, and can recover that off. But still, he's really low. So it doesn't really matter too much. I'm going to be able to bring him Yancho, click U-turn, and win. So you know, a lot of turns towards the end were kind of wasted with Alakazam healing. But I mean, it didn't really matter. Just I still took a little more time, but not a big deal at all. Still fine. We were able to still squeeze out that 1-0. Thankfully, my Miancho was faster than my +1 Miancho was faster than his +2 Haxorus. I think he definitely could have played that a little bit better towards the end, but not letting Empoleon pick up a kill, allowing him to bring in Haxorus for free. In which case, it could get up to +2 because I don't have Ice Beam. Although I also wasn't sure of his bulk. Like if he had no bulk, I think I had a decent chance to 2-kill with Flash Cannon. So, but I should have thought a little more forward and like even gone into Miancho as he went for that first Dragon Dance. That definitely could have been a good play. But it is what it is. You know, that was a good game to Mystic. There were definitely some plays and some things. And that was definitely really close. So I had fun with that game. Thankfully, though, I did win. I did want to win though, and really, even though like I'm still in playoffs, I didn't want to lose because I didn't want to be the 4 seed and play Rogue round 1. Well, Uzi has a chance to be 1 seed. If Uzi's 6 out his Rogue this week, Uzi gets a 1 seed. But spoilers, Uzi did not 6 out Rogue. So, well, they didn't play it after I played this game, but Rogue's a 1 seed, Uzi's a 2, I'm the 3. And then since Mystic lost, then once I picked up my second kill and got him down to 4 bonds, and that clinched Nick's chances. So Nick's in the playoffs too. So Nick's a 4 seed. Although the playoffs this season, they were doing like between the conferences or interconference. So I'm the 3 seed in the Ultra Navidi conference. So I'm actually playing the 2 seed in the Ultra Malolo conference, which at the time of recording this, and probably the time this goes up, I don't know who that is because people are drowning. People are being really lame and silly and stupid, and I don't like it. So people can do battles. But yeah, so I got 3 seed in the playoffs, and you know, we'll see from here. So playoffs is going to be break week, so round 1 in the playoffs will be going up Friday, July 20th. So that'll go up then. You guys will see that then. That's going to be exciting and fun and cool. So I'll see you guys when the playoffs go up in 2 weeks. You can look forward to my CPC battles. I'll upload week 8 of CPC next Thursday. So I'll see you guys then. Peace out.